My name is Casey Claar. Some of you watching this will know me and some of you won't. Some of you will be familiar with the work I do, the crystal contact work that involves working with crystals relative to ET contact. Some of you won't. So for those of you who don't, I will add some of that work here to this statement to help familiarize you. But just to put forward what has happened, a week ago today, I discovered somebody was out there stealing my work. This person went on to a large show with near 1 million viewers with a crystal and my crystal contact photos, laying claim to them herself. So this is a public statement, just putting out there to everyone what has happened. I want to do this for multiple reasons, one of which is to help ensure this does not happen again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sean Atwood channel with myself, Ron Swanson, and the one and only Beverly Rhodes for our new weekly series, Awaken with Beverly Rhodes. And your life, of course, is crystals, right? And before we delve into the main topic tonight, which is the star people, and I'm sure I'm getting the name wrong, but we will move forward with that. Tell us a little about what crystals mean and the larger crystal that we're going to be focusing on this evening.
The most important one is this one here. It's a quartz one. As you can see, there's nothing in it.
Yeah, and this is something I asked Beverly to do, because some of the things you're going to see tonight, you are going to question everything. I'm not going to lie.
And for the first time, we will have some photographic evidence that we're going to share with you today that is available and hasn't really been seen anywhere else, not in the UK anyway. So we're looking at things like, you know, star seeds and different types of star beings that could potentially be visiting. What do they look like? What types are they?
Yeah, listen, you're so poetically when you speak. The undersell of the century, okay? She talks about this like it's normal, like you've just taken a picture of a squirrel, okay? A second. So the image I want to bring up is the one I'm going to bring it up as we've discussed, Bev, right?
Okay.
Here's the first image. I want to make you all aware. This image was taken from within the crystal you just seen. When we talk about Beverly channeling energy into beings, these are the photographs she's coming back with from her crystal on an iPhone. Okay? So as Beverly...
Now, before continuing, let me show you the real creator of that work. Let me show you Esteban, who is the being who was just shown, and the Orae, who I channeled coming through to consensus. Near to when this work first began. Esteban. So this is a being who connects with me through like talents and skills. Like myself, he's an oracle and seer. He comes from a group called the Orae. And this is not necessarily what they're called. These are sound frequency vibrations that come through to me. It was my first association with the energy that I see when I take my gaze into this frame. There's a key that comes down the center of his face. Very interestingly here, I play with the frame sometimes because I will notice something. And what I noticed when I was gazing at Esteban is that his facial features were what appeared a near identical match to Sed. So I superimposed their two faces, and this is why he has lips showing and nostrils showing, whereas in his frame alone, he doesn't. But the two frames themselves identically superimposed. So there is a connection here a strong connection between Esteban and Sed. Esteban, I feel, was an actual Spanish gentleman who, if he didn't live a life here on our Earth planet, then it was a planet that also hosted human life near identical to our own. And then again, the energy coming through around him, through the eyes, and certainly the neon features through the center of the face. This is the Orae. And I'll just move through here to show you how I process these frames. Now, this is not how Esteban or the Orae came through. They came through like this frame here on your left. So, and you can see Esteban is over here with the one very clear eye, but I have a good 2/3 of his face, and that's exactly what I need to process that frame, everything else out of it, center him, and get this over here where you see just him. And again, in this frame on his own, you don't have the nostrils or the mouth. What you have here is a very clear key and keyhole coming down the center of the face. So again, this is data. When you take your gaze into the frame, you'll begin to see and be able to read the data coming through in this visual format.
The fact
Well,
that we're able to pick them up is a good thing.
You're able to pick them up, okay? Because all I'm saying is...
Oh, there they are.
Okay, so that is a cat's face, yo. That is a little button nose in the middle, and then you've got the little white cheeky cheeks, and then I'm telling you, probably some mad freaking, what are they called? Whiskers, thank you.
Yeah,
right?
So cute.
Oh my
And she's
God.
lovely. She actually, you can't see it in the picture, but when I perceived her and saw, she had these long eyelashes, and she's just really lovely. And
anyone who's watching, think Rocket the Raccoon, right? Think Rocket the Raccoon in your head, and then look at that, bam.
And there it is.
I'm telling you, man. I am telling you. Give me 1 second. I just need to fix something here.
If thinking about sharing my work on a show, a podcast, or in a presentation, please contact me first via the website consciousnessexploration.com. You can write me on the contact letter, and we can discuss possible frames that you can use in that presentation or on that podcast. Many of you know I enjoy you sharing the work, but there is a difference between sharing and stealing. And so let's discern amongst those two concepts here now in this statement. Please always introduce me as the creator of the work prior to showing any of the work. Please never give any incorrect information about the frames or the ET beings coming through. Please always link people to my platform and where they might also reach me. And most of all, please never alter the frames in any way. Never cover over my signature, my watermark, or contact information. Please inform the people that what you are using are possibly screen grabs, if they are, so that they know that these are lower resolution images than what have actually been captured. I've written to the two show hosts themselves. One of them, the owner of the larger of the two channels, has decided to delete his upload, and that video has come down. The other upload remains to the channel of the actual interviewer. And I've asked for a few things. I've asked that my name and my contact information be put into the show notes as the creator of the material they were showing. I've asked that this be placed right at the top of the show notes so that they would not have to be clicked into in order to see it. I've asked that the thumbnail be changed and a few other things. I've spoken with the person in question who was out there laying claim to my work, and this person acknowledges no wrongdoing whatsoever. So another reason for me feeling the need to come out and make this public statement, letting the spiritual community at large know what has happened. Again, to help ensure it doesn't happen again with my work or with anyone's. Many of you have taken the time to visit the videos posted at both of the show host channels to leave comments, letting people in the comment area know the truth about who this work belongs to. I want to send my love and appreciation out to each and every one of you who had the time to do this. It always means the world when community circles around someone like this and helps the truth be known. I will be writing an article for my website and posting this official public statement to that article, in which I will lay out moment by moment how this how I came to discover all of this and the actions I've taken and where we are in the process. I will include in this article letters between myself and the involved parties, and just let there be a full public disclosure about this whole ordeal, which has been very hard for me, very saddening. As many of you who know me already know, my platform is an unconditional platform. There's no charge ever applied to this work. It's really important that whole idea not ever be applied to the work. And that's rather been some of the hardest emotion for me to process through all of this.
Me and Bev only put this together like less than 24 hours ago. This is a weekly show. Moving forward, there will be a much better way for people to be following and supporting Bev.
I'm going to post in the show notes of this video upload some links that you all can visit. The podcast has been downloaded and is being stored in a large library for us. I will link to that for you. So if you care to, you can see the whole thing. I will also link to the podcast upload that is still uploaded to the interviewer's channel. I'm not sure how long that will remain. It's actually my choice in my given criteria for it to remain online. I would like to give my viewers the opportunity to express themselves in the comments and to let others in the comment area know the truth about what's happened.
It's nicely faceted. It hasn't been interfered with. Have a good look, because you know this is the key piece of my kit. This is my tool. This is what I use all the time, and look at things in there, and the energy that goes in is all in there. And then, believe it or not, the photographs that are taken into the crystal is just with a normal, rather old iPhone. And then when you look closely at this, you can see on her she's got, you know, there's lots of striations, and there's you know, mirror images, and all those precious things just make, like people, just makes that energy signature something different. I liked her because she's got a lot of flat space, which means that when I'm projecting the energy into the crystal, what comes up in here can be very, very clear. And when I take a photograph of it, and you take loads and loads and loads of photographs, you don't always get something the first few times, but eventually you will get something that comes out, you know, a pair of eyes will come out and jump at you. So that is what I do is
there's still quite a lot more that I need to do. This is taking up a lot of my time. I do work a few jobs, and so making time to fit all of this in has been a bit exhausting. I am lacking on sleep, having to get up hours early to address some of the matters regarding all of this that need before heading out to work. And again, when I get home, I'm involved in the same. This has been true this whole week and will likely be true for some time forward. I've had to make some changes to our platform. This part is hard for me as well. The open and shared nature of the work is something that has been very important to me. But in light of all of this, I've found the need to make our Facebook group private, and just to add some privacy to the group and the work from here forward. I am learning a large lesson in all of this, and I do see that I likely will not be able to continue putting out the crystal contact photos in the photo format. I'm going to have to come up with a way to share them while also making them less stealable. So I think I've come up with an answer for that. I'll do some more thinking on that matter. I think this will be for the better, actually, because I will have to place them in a video format, and in placing them in a video format, I'll be able to speak about the beings a bit, which is something that lately I've just not had the time to do. So I'm looking at this all as a net positive that I am learning more as I go about what's going to be needed as more come into the awareness of this work. And I hope the improvements, I'm going to call them, are something that you all appreciate and enjoy. Thank you for being here with me all of these years, and thank you for allowing me to address this matter with you. I look forward to your comments in the comment section below. Please do put forward any ideas that you may have about how we might continue on a increasingly more positive note as we go forward. And know that I will be reading each and every one of those and replying to them as I can. As more continues to unfold through all of this, as more resolution comes into play, I will link you all to that information as well. So Isa is the crystal that I work with for the contact work. She is a teardrop shaped, lightly citrine, clear quartz crystal. And she has multiple features within her that I find make her perfect for this work, including the teardrop shape, which allows her to nest really securely in my hand when I'm really having to rotate when I go in there. She has a large, an incredibly large rainbow cluster right in her center that provides a lot of the color that you'll see in the frames, and a variety of inner planes. Now, the stored data in this crystal are stored on these inner planes. And so that's sort of where I'm going when I'm going into the crystal. But I can actually go out beyond the body of this crystal, out into galactic space as well. And there's a technique that I use for this.